This is Paul McKenna for PT Boxing. I'm here today with Tyson Fury. Hi Tyson, okay?
I'm alright mate, yeah, just finished training. Killing it.
That's it. As you just said, finished training, but still another session to go later. Peter's working his hard and, you know, some tough training ahead of October 24th.
Oh, definitely. Some tough, gruelling nights and days in here. I don't know what he's got planned later for us. I don't know what he can do later because we've just done pad work already. And we usually do pad work at night time or sparring, but there's no sparring this evening, so I don't know what he's going to have planned, but I know it'll be hard. Everything he does is hard.
That's it. Obviously, you know, October 24th, you're fighting Vladimir Klitschko in Germany. You know, the biggest fight of your life. Preparations going well up to now. You've got just over 5 weeks to go, but everything's going well.
Perfect, everything's going well. Nothing, no serious injuries or anything like that. Little niggling bits and pieces that anyone would get in your own training camps. But so far, so good. Everything's going well. I'm on course. Weight's coming down nicely. Feeling okay. Feeling good for the fight.
Yeah, definitely. I spoke to Peter a few hours ago, and I think he said you're 18-10 now, so not too much to go really before.
About £7 or something maximum to go. But yeah, everything's going good so far. Yeah,
definitely. Obviously, you've been vocal over the past few months about what you plan on doing in the fight, and that that you think you're the man to derail Klitschko of, I think it's 10-11 years or something like that before it's his last loss. So what gives you the belief, Tyson, to believe that you're the man to do it?
What it says on that poster over there, just have a look.
What
Not
one
that
are we
one,
on?
that one.
This one?
Yeah.
The Gypsy King?
That's why I can do it. He's never faced a king before, has he? He may have faced a few peasants and paupers from around the world, but he's never faced a king before.
Okay.
And kings ain't in habits of losing to men, soldiers.
That's it.
Kings rule, and that's what I am, a ruler.
Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing the fight October 24th.
Definitely.
And hopefully, the new WBA, WBO and IBF champion of the world.
Definitely. Only one more belt to go after that, and Wilder holds that, and hopefully we'll get that in the UK.
Yeah.
The Fury v Wilder fight.
That's it.
Klitschko first, though, one fight at a time.
Exactly.
Get him done. On to Wilder. Get him done.
Yeah.
And then get the gold medalist done and all, Joshua.
Okay. Speaking of Joshua, he's obviously just fought on Saturday against Gary Cornish for the Commonwealth title.
Yeah.
But blew him out in a round.
Yeah.
That lines up his fight with Dylan for the British in December. You seen the fights?
I saw them both fights, yeah.
And what do you make of both Joshua and Dillian?
I think they're both good prospects for where they are at the minute. I think it's a good fight between a crossroads fight for them. The loser can go on and carry on and keep going, and the winner goes on to the next level. Really, I don't see it as a lose-lose situation. It's a win-win situation for both fellas, providing they both put up good accounts of themselves. I remember when me and Derek Chisora fought early on in our career. We had 14 fights each. We were both unbeaten, both for the British and Commonwealth title as well. I won, went on. Derek Chisora went and got European world title fights, big money fights. So. As long as they don't get knocked out in a round or whatever, or butchered, then they can go on and carry on. But who wins, I don't know. They're both good fighters, and may the best man win. That's it, that's boxing. I hope they can shake hands afterwards and get on with it.
That's it, definitely. I know about, obviously, David Price, European, he fought for the European title. Unfortunately for him, got stopped in the second round. And I know that originally you were going to try and get something planned to spar him with David, but he didn't want that. What do you make of David Price up to now? Obviously, you've always had that sort of rivalry with him across your career. Do you think maybe it's the end of the road?
I think so. I think his mind's shagged. I think his mind's gone. He was a good fighter, but I think once you get told you're a good fighter all the time, and then you get chinned a couple of times in a row, confidence is shot to bits. I don't think he's got the mindset for it, to be honest. I hope he can come back and do something, but seeing him lose to that Erkan Tepe for the European, just a fat lump really who comes forward, he's an average boxer, Erkan Tepe at best. I don't see where he can go from there, because he should be handling guys like that Tepe quite comfortably, with his stature, his pedigree and everything. If he would have won Tepe, he could have got back into the mix straight away. But it's hard to see a route back for him now. Who's he going? I don't think he could beat Anthony Joshua or Dylan White or Chisora or any of them guys, because if he can't beat that guy, then he's not going to beat that guy. But you never know. With a bit of, I think if he's any chance of doing anything at all, he has to come to Team Fury and work out here.
And that's something that you'd like to have, or you'd be willing to accept him into?
I'd welcome him to come here, because I just want to see another British heavyweight back. And I once had a great rivalry with David Price.
Yeah.
And we were both set to make a lot of money out of our fight. And I'm just absolutely wounded, gutted to the core that it never happened.
Yeah.
It was the biggest fight in British boxing history for a long time. You got two big white giants from the northwest fighting each other. The big Manchester-Liverpool rivalry. And unfortunately for the fans and for the boxing public and everybody else as well, it's not happening. So I hope he can come back and resurrect his career and we get the big fight on again. But it's hard to see a way back for him unless he can change his mindset and come here and grit it out. It's not going to be easy. But then again, resurrecting a career that's dead ain't easy, is it? Bringing someone back from the death, the beyond limits is going to be very hard. But if anybody can do it, Peter could do it if he would be willing to do it, Peter. You know, it's one of the things. Can you teach an old dog new tricks? I don't know, but I wish him the best in whatever he decides to do. It's nice. Just good luck.
Okay, that's kind words. You know, as I've just said, Peter is obviously pushing you very hard in the training camp, doing 3 sessions a day. I've seen an interview with you like a couple of days ago with Coogan for iFilm, and I think you said something along the lines of that you're not in for the belts or for the money. So what is it that motivates you the most? Is it fighting, just being a fighting man?
Just being a fighter, just surviving day to day, really. I'm an honest person, to be honest. I ain't going to blind people with science and say I want this and I want that and I want that. Basically, we're happy just living day to day. You just got to survive. And we're in this world to survive and just get from the next day to the next, pay your bills and do the best you can in life. And if anybody ever asked me for advice on stuff, I'd just say, listen, give it your best in anything you do, and that's it. You can't do any more. Our man can only do his best in what he does, and with a bit of luck, he can go far and do something. And just be happy. That's the main thing. Definitely. Happiness is the main thing in life, and it's took me 27 years to realise that.
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, your cousin Huey's fighting on the undercard. He's fighting NICOLAI FIRTHA, the guy that you fought earlier on in your career and stopped in the 5th round. Think Huey's on course to do the same as you?
I think so, yeah. I think I was 14.
I think you were 15-0 at the time.
15-0 when I fought him, and Huey's 16-0. So it's a good level, you know. It's a good comparison to see where he's at in his career and to see how he handles such a big man, because FIRTHA's like 6'6" and 18, 19 stone. He's a big lump. He's a tough nut as well. And he's been in there, mixed it with the best in the world. Wilder, me, Povetkin, loads of American fighters. And he's won some and lost some. He's been stopped. He's been on points. Povetkin done him on points over 10 rounds. You know, so just because someone's knocked him out or he's been knocked out by people doesn't really say it's a measuring stick or you must knock him out, because styles make fights. Look, Povetkin fought for the world title. He's been a world champion. He didn't knock him out, but I knocked him out in my 15th fight. So it's one of them things. It's styles make fights, and I think it'll be a good fight for Huey, a good learning fight, and get him some good rounds in the bank, because I know NICOLAI FIRTHA is very tough. And the style I used to have was him or me type of thing. So someone was going to get knocked out, whether it was me or them. So it was all attack all the time. So when you've got that style, someone's getting knocked out. Well, Huey's more educated. He's more of a boxing brain. See, I've only just started to become a boxing brain now, where Huey's always had that from the beginning. So I anticipate Huey will box the face off him and maybe get a stoppage late on. Because he's not going to go forward and like put his hands up round his head like I did. Look, I always got stopped as well in that fight with FIRTHA. He caught me and nearly done me. So it was a 50-50 who landed first. And unfortunately, I was the one who landed first in that fight.
I know there's a press conference coming up shortly in England with Klitschko coming over to London. And obviously there was one in Germany a while back. I know that you tweeted out and asking one of the fans to say a quote that you could say in that press conference. Is that going to happen again in London?
I probably will do, you know. It gives the fans a chance to interact with the fighter and get involved. You know, the last one was getting licked was an absolute classic. They're saying it's line of the year and all that. You know, people can get involved. He can brag about that in the pub and say that was my line or whatever. You know, they can think of it and I can say it. Just get people involved. You know, it makes them feel a bit more the team, a bit more the party going on. It's good.
That's it. Well, just last question before we go, Tyson. I don't know if you make any predictions. I've just asked Huey the same question, but for the Team Furies, October 24th, what's the prediction for you and Huey?
I think Huey TKO round between 7 and 9. And I see myself knocking Klitschko out round about round 6, round 7. Yeah, not before, and I don't think it'll be after. It'll be in them rounds, round 6, 7.
Okay. Well, as I've just said to Huey, it's my birthday the day after, and we're going to Germany, so as long as the after party's on after it when we're all celebrating, it's going to be a good night.
That'll do.
All right, mate.
God bless you.
Thanks a lot for your time, Tyson. We'll speak to you soon.
Good man.